Pranam. Hare Krishna. Today we'll be completing the 11th chapter. And in the next class, we'll be starting the 12th chapter. So, up till now, you know what is the universal form. Can anyone explain what is the universal form?
Universal. Krishna is showing the universal form to Arjuna.
Okay, Krishna is showing the universal form. I'm saying, what is universal form? You didn't get my question? Okay. Actually, universal form is the material form of the universe. Totally everything, what is corresponding to everything. The different planetary systems, different demigods, everything is shown in one single place. If you can turn your eyes from left to right, there will be no beginning, there will be no ending. It will be going on like that. So this is the material form and it does not have a permanent residence in Vaikuntha planets. Anything you can add?
This Somasundara form, Mataji?
Shyamasundara form is the two-handed form of Lord Krishna.
Okay.
Four-handed form is the Vishnu form.
Vishnu form.
See this universal form only Krishna has given to Arjuna the divine chakshusha, the divine eyes to see the universal form. So, as such of, we are in a very, very, very tiny. We are just as Naradamas, Mudas. Just we are taking baby steps in devotional service. So we don't be having the ability to see this universal form, such as because this universal form is seen by the higher planetary systems, the rishis, the devata, etas, different personalities have seen this universal form. But they were also very amazed to see this universal form. But as such, it doesn't have any permanent existence because it's a temporary form to show to Arjuna that he is the supreme personality of Godhead. He is the supreme controller. It's not that we have because Arjuna is having full faith in Krishna. What are the words that are said by Krishna? He's having full faith. But behalf of us, because some of the imposters are there, some impersonalities will be, people will be there. Because as such, our intelligence is having limitations. Many people will be having different types of questions. So for us to know if somebody is going to raise this question, so it has to be proved. So all the different rishis have said that Krishna is the supreme God, Parabrahma, Paramdama also. And this is also approved by. Yes, go ahead, Prabhu. I didn't get you. Different rishis have also said Narada, Asitala, Ella, Devarshi, Insi. So different rishis have also said that Krishna is the supreme personality and he is the supreme maintainer. Also, Krishna said that Eke Amsha Stita Jagat. With a single fragment of myself, I prevail and support entire universe. So this Arjuna wishes to see this universal form. So this universal form is shown. But this universal form is with all the astonishment. First, Arjuna was very amazed to see this universal form. Later on, what he got? He got very fearful. And again, Arjuna praised that because after seeing up till some people, when Arjuna is going to see the Skala Rupa at the form of time, he has seen that all the great warriors of the both sides are already slain by the plan of Krishna. So Krishna says to become an instrument. After that, Arjuna trembles and he offers obeisances to the Krishna, the universal form of Krishna, and he begs forgiveness because he has previously with ignorance he have treated the Lord as a friend. Fearfully, illy, after seeing the fierce nature of everything, he bows down to Krishna and he says that I don't want God, want to see this, just come into the form of four-handed form. That is the Swamaswarupa, and after that Vishnu, and after that he asks the lords to become as a two-armed form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Till now, we have seen this. And also that who can see this two-arm form of Krishna? To see the universal form only, it is very difficult because the Vedas, the Shrutis, the Puranas, the sacrifice, different performances only with the tinge of bhakti, they can see this universal form because they will be situated in the higher planetary systems like Devatas or Rishis or some other third kinds, Gandharvas, Chariknas. But devotees can't see the Lord in that fiercely form, no? Why they don't like to see that universal form? Devotees doesn't like to see the universal form. Why? What is the understanding behind that? I told you in the last classes. Can somebody recollect?
Yes, Mataji.
Just
Devotees already knows Krishna is the source of all material universes.
yeah, material and spiritual world. He is the source of everything. Yeah, devotees knows. Then why they don't want that form? That is also normal form of Krishna only, no? If you take Narasimha Avtara, it is also the incarnation of Krishna. He is also Krishna. We are praying to Narasimha Dev, no, every day to take care of us. So why we are not praying for this universal form? Because this is a fearful form and you can't see that. If you want to stitch the clothes or if you want to offer bhoga to the Lord, it is very difficult. And there won't be the reciprocation from the Lord. We want, as a devotees, we require the reciprocation from the Lord also, no? So when you are praying to something, when you are offering anything, you are offering to the Lord. That Lord is personally situated in that altar. So when you see that Krishna is not reciprocating, devotees doesn't like that form. So devotees want the personal reciprocation of the Lord. Because devotees are interested in the intimacy with Krishna, to have a relationship with Krishna, to have reciprocation with Krishna. So for this, devotee doesn't like to see this Vishwarupa. They like to see Shyamasundara form. See, to see Vishwarupa only, we need divine Chakshusha. So to see the two-handed form, which is very, very confidential, that to have the intimate relationship with Krishna, it is very difficult. But we are trying to have that. Because as a devotee, we don't have many qualifications. Because the divinity, because the divinity or the persons who are having this bhakti mixed with some of the jnana or bhakti degree is going to take the second place. These people can only have the status of a demigod. So devotees does not want such as divinity or something else. If one is qualified to become a demigod by reading different Vedas, sutras, or different doing of different tapas, different charity, even to see that form is only very difficult. And non-devotees, they doesn't even accept that. And devotees don't want to see because although they are qualified to see that form, they don't have any type of interest in seeing that form. Because why? Because they don't have that interest to see, and they want only the reciprocation because it doesn't allow them to reciprocate the loving feelings of Krishna. Devotee or either devotee will be means Tambarish Maharaj is a pure devotee of the Lord. No, every time whatever he does with his hand, he offers the flowers to the deity. He cleans the temple of the Lord. He by his legs he walks to near the temple. By his eyes he sees the Lord. By the smell of tulasi, he takes the smell. And by the tongue, he takes prasadam. By the tongue, he's going to say, offer his respectable obeisances, prayers, everything. No? So he's using all the senses in the service of the Lord. So the devotee will be pleased to see the Shama Sundara form so that it will give him the reciprocating loving service. Whereas this universal form doesn't give any type of loving service to Vishnu devotees. So they don't want to see this. But reciprocation of this loving service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead is Krishna. That is the 200 form or the Shama Sundara form. Again, what happened? Krishna shows this beautiful form. What is the rarity? Why only the devotees? Because Krishna is very confidential. Only Krishna can be seen through the bhakti or through the devotional service. Swalpam apyasya dharmasya. Even if you do little bit service to Krishna, he'll be very pleased because he's a father. As a child is going to give him a chocolate, he has eaten a half and he's going to give his father half chocolate. The father will be very pleased. As such, if you are going to do little bit seva, little bit service to Krishna, the Krishna will be pleased. So, what are the similarly? What happened now? Krishna has become Krishna appeared as Vasaki in Vasudeva and Devaki's son in four-handed form of Narayana, and then he transferred to an ordinary child. And this Krishna's form is very beautiful. And only one whose eyes are smeared with the ointment of love can only see this beautiful form of Shamsundara. We may be seeing the deity of Krishna, but we may be not be very much attached to Krishna. So that Premanjuna Charita. So Premanjuna means the ointment that is smeared in the eyes, then of love. No, you can see that. So Krishna shows this because Arjuna's ultimate interest was not in the four-handed form or in Vishwarupa, but he was very much attached to the form of Lord Krishna in two-handed form. So now we'll be reading from 52. We have already done up till 52, but 52, 53, and 54, they are the continuous. Just go ahead and start reading from 51, 52, 55. 54, I think so. This chapter will be ending 55 slokas.
Text 51.
Yeah.
When Arjuna thus saw Krishna in his original form, he said, O Janardana, seeing this human-like form, so very beautiful, I am now composed in mind, and I am restored to my original nature. Text 52. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, My dear Arjuna, this form of mine you are now seeing is very difficult to become. Even demigods are ever seeking the opportunity to see this form, which is so dear. Text 53. The form you are seeing with your transcendental eyes cannot be understood simply by studying the Vedas, nor by undergoing serious penances, nor by charity, nor by worship. It is not by this means that one can see me as I am. Text 54. My dear Arjuna, only by undivided devotional service can I be understood as I am standing before you, and can thus be seen directly. Only in this way can you enter into the mysteries and my understanding. Text 55. My dear Arjuna, he who engages in my pure devotional service, free from the contamination of fruitive activities and mental speculation, he who works for me, who makes me the supreme goal of his life, and who is friendly to every living being, he certainly comes to me.
Haribol Prabhu. So now we see that Arjuna's mind is pacified because he was restored by seeing the Krishna's two-handed form. So Krishna is not an ordinary human being. And also we know that he is Paramatma. He is the Paramatma Atma. He is the Absolute. He is the Bhagavan. And because we know the different categories, so it is how we can identify the absolute truth. So, and And it is not the impersonal Brahman. That it is also Krishna is not speaking. Here we see that pure devotees are not confused by any type of misguided commentaries because they are pacified by seeing the deity of Krishna in Shamsundara form. And also we know that this two-handed form is more difficult to see than the universal form. This universal form can be seen when somebody is doing some different types of charities, or if they are going to do some type of different types of charities are there. No. See, with a little tinge of bhakti, you are qualified enough to see this universal form. Why? With a little tinge of bhakti, that is like you can do this Vedic sacrifices, or you are going to study this Vedic, study jnana. Now, with the tinge of bhakti, you are going to see that which is impossible. Also, you can achieve it. But Krishna's two-handed form is still more difficult to see. See, still more difficult means even many demigods like Lord Shiva, Lord they were very eager to see Krishna in the womb of Devaki. Because Krishna was, before the appearance of Krishna, Krishna was in the womb of Devaki. At that time also, these demigods were having very anxiously and eagerly waiting to see Krishna. And some of the human people, that is like Naradamas, Murudas, they don't deny that Krishna is the original supreme personality. They say that he is also just like us. So they deride him in ordinary, just like an ordinary human being. And some people they don't respect. They say different things. But Brahma Samhita comforts that Ishvara Parama Krishna. And Bhagavad Gita is also confirming the same, and we know that Krishna body is not material like us. And also, this materialistic calculations are there. No, who will be calculating for the Supreme Law? They consider that Krishna is only a historical person, or a historical person and a learned philosopher, and he's just an ordinary man. Even though he has so much power, they won't accept anything. And ultimately, they'll say that, no, that is only a personal feature attached to this. So, they won't consider that Krishna as a Supreme Lord. And some speculative calculations of the Supreme Lord also are there. Some people, what they will do, no, they will search for the knowledge to speculate Krishna, consider him less important than the universal form. See, universal form is very difficult to see, and then to see Shamasundara form, which is very confidential, we can't even see. We may be seeing the painting, we may be seeing the deity of Krishna and Radha Krishna, but what the intent we have to have, that intent we are not having. That what is the intent we need to have? We need to have complete surrenderance to Krishna. That will come only when your bhakti is at the prema bhakti or the bhava bhakti stage. You may completely surrender yourself to Krishna. Now we don't have that much. We approve that Krishna is the supreme power, he is the supreme controller. But some things, some people, because the speculative calculators, they think that everything is imaginary. They don't believe that absolute truth is a person. Some people say that is only a Brahman, that is the affluence of the Lord. But in transcendental process, because we are doing this Bhagavad Gita, we hear actually, because we hear in a parampara, repeatedly hearing from authority. And also when Krishna is revealed by removing that Hiranyamayi Patrena, the effluence of Krishna is lower, then you can directly view Krishna. So one who is very surrender soul only, he can understand this absolute truth. And this devotional service is there to open your continuous Krishna consciousness. That is, your spiritual eyes must be open so that you can view Krishna directly. And such revelations is possible, even such revelations are even not possible towards different demigods also. It may be not possible to Brahma or Lord Shiva also, because they also don't know that who is the supreme personality of Godhead sometimes. Because everything is maintained by Krishna with Ekamsha Sthito. Means everything is maintained. So even the demigods also don't know. But hoping to see Krishna in two-handed form, it can be only seen by the process of bhakti, not by studying different Vedas, seriously penance for 20 to 20,000 to 30,000 years and giving charities, worshipping different endeavors, can't see this form of Krishna because Krishna appeared. Krishna appeared to Devaki and Vasudeva only in the four-handed form as Narayana. But after the areas that are implied by Devaki and Vasudeva, again Krishna became the two-handed form of form from Narayana to Krishna. If it is a four form, we'll say Narayana or Vishnu. If it is two-handed, we'll say Krishna, the Syamasundara form. So this mystery. See how when a person is born, he can't be 6 feet tall, no? He can't be 9 feet, 8 feet tall with four hands and other things. If it is a baby, we see a baby in it, just you can hold the baby with your two hands. But here Krishna appeared as a 9 feet person, 6 feet Narayana with four hands. So uh, the mystery cannot be understood by the atheist. Atheists are who doesn't believe in the Lord, and that is devoid of prayer because they are devoid of devotional service. And some scholars are there; they'll be very good in grammatical qualification, academical qualification, but they doesn't know that Krishna is the supreme Lord. They doesn't approve that Krishna is the supreme Lord. For them also, Krishna is unevitable. They cannot see. Some people will be visiting temple, official visit to temple every time. But anything, but only through the path of devotional service only, you can see Krishna. Krishna can be revealed only by the pure devotional service. That is the bhakti. Bhakti means again, you have to know that it is not the speculative process to understand Krishna. See, some people will be thinking that if I read this book, if I read the other book, this and this book are not related. So I'll be going on reading all different types of books. But when it comes to a parampara, when your acharya and your acharya's acharya is there, if they are repeatedly saying that Krishna is the supreme personality, why do you want to go and read different books and waste your time? As in a parampara, they are carrying the fruit and they have given you the pulp directly. So you can take the pulp directly and you can eat it. It's not that no, I want to go and take the fruit and afterwards I want to prepare it, everything to pulp, then only I will eat. That is the type of ignorant person. So this is the different speculative. But understanding Krishna is different. But through the devotional service, we can understand Krishna. How? See, some people will be learning in Vedic literature, so they learn a lot. There may be many rules to follow. But if one at all wants to understand Krishna, he must follow some regulative rules or authorized scripture. What are the authorized scriptures? Srimad Bhagavatam is there, Srimad Bhagavad Gita is there. These are the books which, when we are read, because in this books Krishna is directly saying, Aham Sarvasva Prabhavo. He's saying, I am the Supreme Lord. He is only saying that. If you want to visit a company CEO to discuss about some project, when you are going to that company for to meet the CEO, they'll say, just wait, the CEO is a so and so person. So he will be coming near you. Then I will be informing, just have a place and you can sit there. They'll show you the place to sit. And unfortunately, on that time when you're coming out of that place, you accidentally bumped put into the CEO by accident and your files are thrown, and you'll be shouting, no, how you can't see the person. And later you find that he's the CEO of this company. Later, what you'll say? You'll beg the pardon. You'll beg the pardon and you'll say, no, we have this was just an incident. So kindly pardon me. I am here to discuss about the various projects. So the CEO, who are you? If you are going to ask, the CEO will reply that I'm the CEO of this company. My name is so and so. I'm handling this many projects. The same way here also Krishna is revealing that Aham Sarvasva Prabhu. I am the master of everything, living, non-living, moving, unmoving, even everything. I'm master of everything. So when Krishna says it directly, you have to act. And some people will be performing penance according to the principles. That what are the principles that we'll be following? That is fasting on Janmashtami days, fasting on Ekadasi, fasting on the appearance and disappearance days of gurus. And also some people will be very eager to give charity to devotees. They engage in devotional service means for the benefit of. See, Lord Chaitanya has given Lord Chaitanya is the person who has given this parampara, and from him the parampara is going to get no from Krishna to Arjuna, Arjuna to different acharyas. In that different acharyas, Lord Chaitanya is the prominent person. He is not different from Krishna himself. This Lord Chaitanya said, "यारे देखो तारे देखो, बोलो मेरा उपदेश, मेरे आज्ञा पे." Means he has given the order to speak Krishna conscious to all the people. That is, he has freely distributed this charity. What is the charity? Love of Godhead to each and everybody. So, and he wants this love of Godhead to be given to each and everybody. So, what the thing is, if you go in the Srila Prabhupada Leela Mritam, Srila Prabhupada at the age of 70 years, at the age of 70, we can't even speak properly. But at the age of 70, Srila Prabhupada has went to New York and he had decided many things. And he had also organized this Iskcon. And if somebody is having money, he just asks, just print my books and distribute my books. That it's the first thing Srila Prabhupada. And at that age, he has roamed all over the world for 14 years. And he had built 108 temples at that time of Srila Prabhupada. And at the deathbed also, he was at the deathbed of Srila Prabhupada, he was very stingy. Only bones were able. You guys can see the videos of that. So at that time also, he was dictating in the dictaphone, he was dictating Srimad Bhagavatam. Such was a pure devotee because he want to give Krishna consciousness. His books are the essence of Krishna consciousness. Whoever is going to touch with the books of Srila Prabhupada, he will be becoming me. He may be not becoming at that time, but in the period of time, he becomes a devotee of Krishna by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. So these pure devotees, they are very compassionate. They are very compassionate. One day what happened? No, Srila Prabhupada was taking his meal, his prasadam of prasadam, the meal in the lunchtime. So normally what will happen? He'll be taking prasadam with different devotees, no? So one of the fly was abusing it very me. So the fly sat on the prasadam and it was tasting the prasadam. At that time, what we'll see, if we have seen the fly near our prasadam plate, we'll just shoo it off. But Srila Prabhupada is having such a great quality that he just removed some of the prasadam and he kept there, and don't make it show off. Just let it also taste Krishna prasadam. See, such is the compassion. If such is the compassion for small fly, how much he's having the compassion for all different fallen souls like us. So for us, he has written different volumes of, he had written nearly 70 volumes or 70 volumes of literature. And his devotees are also taking more initiative and they are also writing different books. Why? To enlighten our knowledge, because our Krishna consciousness and Krishna must be known through all the different, and we have to know Krishna, knowing me as Krishna. Knowing me as Krishna, Vedasya Sarvam Samaya Veda. If you are going to learn different Vedas also, so the ultimate goal is you have to know me only. So Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. He has the Satchitananda in the form. That is, he is having the transcendental form. It is not the material form. And understanding him in the Vedas, he is the supreme master of everything, or he is the Ishvara Parama Krishna. These all the incarnations, Eke Jamsa Kala Pumsa. So different incarnations are coming from Krishna. So we have to see that this Krishna is the what he wants. He wants. It is not that everything is elevating to fruit or activities to draw attention. But what is the main thing we need? That is the prema bhakti. That Krishna will be giving only in the two-handed form, not in the universal form. So we know that Krishna is the source of everything, if it is material or if it is another. And the persons who are very much who works for him, who works for the Supreme Lord without having any deviations, without having any enmity towards any of the living things, Krishna gives the promise that he will attain me. This is the promise of Krishna, what he is giving. If he sees in each and every person, Krishna is sitting as a super soul in each and every heart of the living being. So if anybody doesn't have any enmity towards any living beings, and he dedicated his life in spreading Krishna consciousness, and he works only for the Supreme Lord, all the prescribed duties, everything for the Supreme Lord, at last he will attain Krishna only. So Krishna's universal form is Vishwarupa. It is a temporary manifestation in this world. And in that universal Rupa, he showed this Kala Rupa, which is very fearful. Then Arjuna asked it to shut down, and afterwards he shows the Shama Sundara form. Afterwards, how we can please Krishna? By doing little bit devotional service. That is chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, doing the fasting of Ekadasi, or doing fasting for the appearance and disappearance days of all the Guru Parampara. In this way, we can see Krishna. That is, Krishna is very, very important. And this the original form of Krishna is Shama Sundara form. As we have this two-handed form, our forefathers also have the form. The forefather, that is Aham Bija Pradami. He is the seed-giving father. So Krishna is also having the same Shama Sundara form, two-handed form. Hare Krishna, I end my lecture now. Any questions or any queries related that? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Is it clear, Prabhu?
Clear, Mother.
Yeah. No doubts, anything, no? But for our convenience, we have to take a bona fide acharya so that he can clear off your blocked hearts. Because we are having lot of animosity, we are lust, have greed, we have jealousy, differently. Because Moksha. So all this anger, greed, lust, these are the main reasons why we doesn't have the capacity to do these are the impediments in our devotional service. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mother.
Hare Krishna, Mother.
Yeah, now you know. Hare Krishna. So this is the ending of the universal form of the Lord. So for the next class, we will be starting with the Bhakti Yoga. Up till now, we have completed 11 chapters, no? The next is the devotional service. So this is the main. Till now, we have second, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th Vishwarupa. And 12th, the devotional service. And after this, we'll be going towards the Jnana. Now we are in the if a box is there and the diamond is there within the box, we are studying the diamond. What is the shiningness of diamond? So one more chapter of devotional service. After that, you'll be going for Jnana. So this devotional service, how we can? Because why we came to this devotional service? So that only the personalities. The personality of Godhead Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. He said by himself. And also, this is approved by different acharyas in the different paramparas. So, up till now, Krishna came to this two-handed form. Now, Krishna will be explaining. And now, Arjuna, again, there is a question from Arjuna, who is better personality? That is the atheist or impersonal person, impersonality. Means the devotees say is very good or the other non-atheistic, non-devotees. So for this, again, Krishna gives who are the devotees, who he likes, who he is going to be very pleased with. So this is the devotional topic that I'll continue in the next class. If anything is there, no questions, nothing, no. So I'll end my session today.
Okay. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, just go by Vaishnava Pranam and by Hare Krishna mantra for 3 times.
Okay. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha
Vanchakalpatarubhyasya
कृपा सिन्धुभ्यः एव च
कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you for attending this session. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
We are ending session.
ओके प्रभु।